Pax vobiscum, salvete omnes. My name is Father Mislav Pecek, and you're watching another episode of Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Blind Let's Play. We haven't seen each other for some time now inside of this Blind Let's Play. I have been posting some other stuff though, Warhammer related, regarding the Chaos deities, but I've also been on my vacation, so I was using that vacation and just traveling around. First of all, it's kind of hard to have the radio arm and the microphone properly set up when you're traveling, so it's real hard to record. And maybe I got spoiled a little bit. So I'm kind of expecting that I can have a nice environment around me, at least a normal environment for filming. That means having a proper microphone with a radio arm, proper desk, proper internet, quite important. And yeah, just, that I feel comfortable enough that I can be alone, I can speak, and I won't be interrupted, at least for some time. But now, finally, I have that. I went to Krakow. I traveled there to visit my Dominican friends over there. And I went to Dubrovnik after that, my birthplace, my city where I was born. A little bit of vacation, but also to bring two Dominican brothers with me to show them Croatia, to show them Dubrovnik. One brother from Argentina and one brother from actually Poland, right? He hosted us before that in Krakow. And now I am in the capital of Croatia, a city called Zagreb, and I will be here until the end of August. So I will be doing some stuff, helping in the parish, working for my study, for my next year of licentiate, researching, reading, writing regarding my paper that I'm doing, and of course filming for this channel. So this will be my setup, what you see around me. Maybe for some videos I will do some changes. I'm not like the best type of a person for my graphical interfaces to know the perfect positions, like this chair behind me maybe should not be there, maybe it should be in another position, maybe these, what is it above me, there is a candle, I like that candle a lot, and books and stuff like that, I don't know, or part of my bed is actually here. I don't know, I don't care. For these purposes, it's completely fine. Maybe for some bigger project that I might be doing, I might change a little bit, but it's fine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to continue with playing, and I will really try to play much more during this month, a little bit more than a month and 10 days that I'll be staying here. Well, before we jump in, as always, let's make a short prayer. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okay, for all of you who are asking the question what kind of a prayer that actually is, it's Hail Mary, Mother of God, or Ave Maria, Hail Mary. I don't know in English by heart as I know it in Croatian and in Latin. Hail Mary, full of grace, blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. That's in English how it is. So it's a prayer that Catholic people pray, Orthodox as well. It's a very usual prayer to Mary, the Mother of God. She's not God, she's human, but God gave her a special privilege to be his own mother. That's kind of awesome. So we just ask for her intercession, because we know that she holds a special place in God's heart. Very, very special place. It's always interesting to be, back in my old environment. I was actually living in this room a couple of years ago when I was a student, before I became a priest. So, I had much less stuff, a couple of books for studying, which you can see behind, and my laptop, and that's basically it. So, well, that's enough. To be honest, I like to be much more mobile, not to be bound to a space too much. Okay, I think I spoke with him. Yeah, I spoke with him regarding everything, and now maybe Frosher, no. And now, whoa, this is deep. Shouldn't you put, guys, some kind of a railing here? This is insecure.
A new challenge for me?
Alright. Oh, let's go outside. Now time has come for us to assert dominance in the galaxy, I think. Is that right? So we have the throne room, visit Dargonus. Okay, I'll have to do the Dargonus visiting. Talk to Jay on ship. Kibela has to be put on trial. Ooh, I see. She murdered an officer. Oh, bloody hell. Let's go to the ship. I think I need to go to my ship and kinda... Before I rule the galaxy, I have to properly rule my own ship, my own house. That's the tragedy of it all. Is there a faster way for me to get to my ship? Do I really have to walk 10,000 miles? 500 miles or more? I was listening to Joan Baez, 500 Miles, a song. You can check it out on the internet if you're not familiar with Joan Baez, but she was a singer from the 50s, 60s. She was very popular at that time. I think after 60s, maybe early 70s, I don't know, she became less popular. I don't want to go to Adeptus Amasecus. What I want...
None shall stand in my way.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You? No, nothing. Goodbye. Anyway, she was in a brief relationship, maybe actually a couple of years. Yeah, a couple of years with Bob Dylan. Both of them incredibly talented singers. Oh, he was a songwriter as well, kind of special in his regard. But her voice has a haunting beauty. It has a quality of, truly a haunting beauty. Back to the bridge. So 500 miles, check it out. Joan Baez. That would be Joanbaez. Donna. That is also a song which I like. Very, very beautiful. But the quality of the voice, specifically. At that time, it was much more maybe normal to sing other people's songs, to give homage and do your own personal twist with your voice on the songs. It's a very normal thing. But some people have simply unique renditions. So let's first go to Jay. To finish this whole story, so to say. To conclude the whole story. Pascal and Abel, maybe they will want me as well. Let's see. Okay, Jay.
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Haydari about the sweetness of her soul?
Jai.
Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
Ha 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 ha. I would like to see the real you as often as possible.
You sure about that, my lord? That can be arranged. Oh my, I beg your forgiveness, Shireen. I'm pretty sure the real me would earn herself a one-way trip to the airlock before the end of her first watch.
I doubt it, because that would mean that this is not really you. But I think the way how Jai is speaking with me now, and most of the time is real her, that doesn't mean it can immediately cover all the aspects of her personality. You can be genuine, authentic, but, imagine yourself, so you're in a marriage, okay? And you're devoted your mind and body completely to another person, okay? For you two to be one. You're gonna be intimate or maybe flirtatious and, physically present to another person, only to that person, God willing, okay? That means that it doesn't mean that you're not genuine or authentic with other people. You're simply not gonna show that part of yourself to other people. you can still be completely yourself in a proper way. So yeah, just a little bit of nuance. You know how I am. If you've been watching my channel for some time, you know that I care about those details, and especially in our words and our expressions that carry importance, strength, and meaning. We should be careful, and we should think. We should use our minds to think about, why am I saying this, what I'm saying? Does that mean anything? Could I say that in a better way as well? Well,
Like you need to ask Shireen. These Ashmags and Kashas are tenacious. They lick their wounds faster than the Ajji themselves. Tora finally got an implant for her jaw. Now she can speak properly instead of braying like a toothless donkey.
Yay.
She's been recruiting strapping guys and gals too, because Falco called Arex. May the Ajji savage the soul of that interstellar piranha.
okay, let's reflect
Oh
on what
yes,
happened.
Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
Okay.
And it was not fate or the glitter of golden bubbles that steered me on that voyage. Oh no. I realized the power of those who hide in the blinding light of luminaries such as yourself, Shireen. The power that lies in being a shadow that upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. I will become that shadow, Shireen. Perhaps I will even be your shadow. Not another pawn of the Kasbalika mission, but a shadow baron of the expanse in my own right. A power far more imperious and formidable than any penny-pinching steward.
A shadow baron? Well, it never hurts to acquire such an ally, sure, but I don't really know what does that mean. I don't want you to be like a bad person. That power that lies in the shadow upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. That doesn't sound like a good choice, actually. That's more heretical than dogmatic, and I am more dogmatic. Okay, antiquated laws should be re-examined, but you should first, solve the issue of laws and change the laws, and then do by them, because human laws should be a reflection of the divine law, of the revealed law, which came to us through divine revelation, which we can see in the Old and New Testament especially, but also the natural law, the physical laws that we see around us, and the moral natural law by which we live. It's all a reflection of God's own law. So the laws that we make when we create societies, they should be a reflection of that divine law. So law as such is not bad, but when it becomes antiquated, as it is said here, we should correct that. Because if we just ignore and do damage to the current way of things, I mean, in a systematic way, okay? Sometimes you will not care about what the law says if you have to do some good, and that's fine. But when you start doing that systematically and think it's completely fine to be constantly among the shadows and the one that ignores the laws, you're basically putting yourself above the law. Other people, they can be below the law, but you know better, you're above the law. It's too dangerous to do that. I definitely would not advise it. So, it doesn't sound like a good choice, Jay.
Do you really see
Jai.
a better and brighter path for a cold trader to take, Shireen?
You're a code traitor. Well, with the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, what are you doing? I cannot make your liege a footfall, Jai, but how about a time protectorate? Will you be my right hand? Right hand? Why? I'm not... No.
I am sorry, Shireen, but I do not see myself on that path. Do you know what the wise men on my homeworld say? Only take as much as your hands and heart can handle, or else the Exalted One will deprive you of both for your avarice.
Interesting. Well, I'm sorry, but I cannot give you what you want, I think, Jay. I'm fine with having you in my team. I think we benefit off each other, and there's something good in you.
Ilantak?
But,
I trust your journeys were fruitful.
let me ask a few personal questions.
What do you wish to talk about?
These are all old questions, but who were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
Silent Thresh. Or
The
Slanesh.
first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
Yeah, okay.
The words of truth sound like music.
I don't think I can do anything more with her. I'm still a little bit discontent with the way how it all went. I don't think it's over. I think Heinrichs will try to do something more with her. It's just my hunch, to be honest. Anyway, I need to speak with Kibella. Where is she? Rogue Traders Cogitator. Nomos. Oh, by the way, yeah, what about Nomos? I haven't seen or spoke with Nomos for Jocasta Sarbeck. I need to speak with her as well. Turn on. These are all Nomos. Okay. I salute the ruler of the ship. Okay, so you are in a servitor's body at my Magne Accessio Nomos, so hide this that you are once again in a cogitator. Nomos are not in a cogitator or in a servitor. We cannot say where we are, but our existence is tied to the existence of the ship for now. The servitor and the cogitator are only external interfaces, shells, like humans and their bodies. Well, no, we are more than that, actually. Humans and our bodies, we are one. We are spirit, but we are body as well. And in Christian Catholic understanding, actually, we are looking forward to the resurrection of the body. Actually, resurrection is the foundation of our creed, that God died in human nature and was resurrected. So, at the end of time, we'll be resurrected and live in eternity in our bodies. We are never complete without our bodies, okay? Our spirit is more, we can call it noble, or on a higher level of being than our bodies. But that doesn't mean that bodies are just to be discarded. It's not like a Platonic way of thinking of things. It's not like this is a shell, this is a cage, and we need to escape that cage or just change from one body to another. Nope. Nope. Our identity is tied to our body. Very much so. So are you really the spirit of the ship? We do not know what we are. Ship is not us, ship is our cradle. Yeah, he's not the ship. Bodies are not merely shells. Oh, Paulus understands me. No, they are shells. Well, maybe for you, because you're not human. A human's existence is more than an existence of its shell. This is obvious to us. There is always something more, something that simmers and shines, for which the dark light and wicked hunger are always reaching. Okay, within the Warhammer 40K context, warp, etc., the consciousness of beings goes to warp. Nonetheless, in a proper way of looking at the identity, the anthropology of humans, we also are our bodies. They are more than shells, definitely. Anyway, I will not convince you, you who are a weird spirit think, AI, whatever are you. Asclepius, I see you have found your great spirit. Oh, he sees it as a miracle. He is enchanted, enthralled with that. You read the databank recovered at Theodora's cache, and you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos, remember. You brought us data sustenance. It contained the name Epitaph. We recognized it. No, not like that. In that name we recognized the place where Nomos originates. Incident N872-04 was a shipwide system failure of some kind. It marked the beginning of us for some reason. All links in a chain, okay? The people who accompanied Theodora on her travels are strangely unaware. No, darn it. One more time. Yeah. Human shells are subject to external influences. Perhaps someone purged their memory archives or don't want to access them. It's a shame that information wasn't obtained. Nomos understand, realize, comprehend themselves. Unusual. Very unusual. For a moment there is a silence broken only by the moans of the huge machine, and then the cyber gargoyle begins to speak, and with it the other servitors chosen by Nomos. We have analyzed the data with which you sated us, and we have recreated a sequence of events. First, there was Epitaph. It is a world, but it is merely a case, a container, for something we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodora and this ship have been to that place. Something was lifted up from the world, a gift, a trusted priest in crimson, one who identified himself as Amarnath, comprehended the gift raised from Epitaph, and from it he created what the databanks list as Tech Blight. But that is not how Nomos came into being. We were not invented, we were not freed. We came into being by accident. Theodora's ambition, the myriad mechanisms of the huge ship, Amarnath's mind, inquisitive attempts to comprehend and extract, and the dormant blight, the dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in its depths. And between it all we slipped in, connected, and emerged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Charming. Accident, incident, this is what we are. We have no purpose, no history. Nomos just are. A tech blight? Aha, you have discovered the truth about Nomos, excellent. A gift, but a terrible one. You would call it a weapon. Theodora coveted it. She needed it desperately, but we do not know why. Okay, what about the planet? Oh, we have no idea where it is, okay. Amarnath, what about him? He desired knowledge. Theodora allowed him to explore the gifts of Epitaph, slaking his thirst, but we know it did not bring him happiness. In the footprints of his slaked thirst, fear followed. The blessed Amarnath was involved in the birth of the spirit named Nomos. I do not believe for a moment that he could have been frightened by this miracle. It was not us he feared. He did not know us, but only suspected. His mental processes were occupied by the tech blight. That was what he feared. He wanted protection from it. So the ship was an epitaph. Amarnath traveled aboard it, investigating the tech blight, and Nomos was born as a result of an incident. So how was it possible that no one in the crew knew the whole truth? The truth was hidden, deliberately. Your officer's memories were stolen. All the cogitators' memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us the truth bit by bit for us to piece it together and understand. Like a Sudoku puzzle. Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such a feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the blessed Amarnath himself, and he would never destroy knowledge. The story disturbs me. It sounds like an echo of their sacrilege, whose name is the preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomos must be protected from the encroachments of that power that tried to conceal the truth of its birth. Okay, let's speak about future. What is Nomos? I still don't understand that completely. Something technological, that's for sure, I guess. To serve the light and truth and greatness that is Imperium. To simply live, comprehending yourself and the world. Life doesn't need a purpose to justify itself. It sounds very modern way of speaking, right? Life doesn't need a purpose to justify itself. But it goes against everything that we see about life, because everything that exists, that has a nature, right, has a purpose, has a specific finality, end to which it is oriented. All the living organisms definitely do. It's very easy to see, okay? For example, procreation, feeding, it has its end, growth to a mature level. It goes towards something. To say that there is no purpose at all, it doesn't really, it's not really logical. It's definitely not scientific in the way that we can observe the reality around us. And also, rational beings, humans, rational animals that we are, our finality is a little bit different because it's connected with our rationality. That is discovery of the truth, yeah, and union with the good. Of course, on the animal part of our natures, the procreative part, the feeding part, etc., it all plays a role, yeah. But it is actually the fulfillment of what we are on a spiritual level that is the most crucial thing. Now, this would be like a spiritual creature in a way. The AI, if it's an AI or some spirit, nobody knows, I guess. But there is a purpose. We're not created by accident, because that's impossible. Not in a rational universe. It's not possible in a rational universe. And even chaos has some kind of rationale within Warhammer 40K, and I don't like contradictions. To be my servant, my blade, a force to be reckoned with by all. I think this is the truth, either 1 or 3. So definitely my servant, my blade, but serve the light and truth and the greatness that is the Imperium. It's not like I really believe that Imperium is light, truth and greatness. Right? Paulus. He does not completely believe that. Paulus doesn't know all. I do have like a backstory. Remember that some kind of exposure maybe to Elenius Pius, to the Catholic or Catholic truth, that he has a deeper understanding of the existence of a creator beyond the chaos and everything that exists on this other plane of reality, that there is a deeper meaning to this all. So light, truth and greatness that comes from the Imperium, yeah sure, but not necessarily that it is. He did work in a military, in an army of the Imperium, so he should be loyal to it. Ah, sure. To serve the light, to serve the Imperium. Okay. Blessed be this spirit. A great path and a great future lie before it. We must assist it on the way. Okay, we helped to shape the mind, I guess. Let's see what's gonna happen with Kibela. Bring her here. I want to know what drove her to murder. And the throne turns. Let me judge my own crew members. Lord Captain, a murder has been committed on this ship. The victim is one Letard Forius, Chirurgeon Majoris. The perpetrator was apprehended at the scene of the crime, admitted her guilt, and did not resist arrest. She's cold and apathetic, her unblinking eyes stare vacantly, her expression odd. The Forius clan invoked a ship's tradition and summoned a Requiescator to testify on behalf of the deceased. The masked man bows stiffly and decorously. How do you feel, Kibela? I'm fine. This is just a hollow ceremony. Pointless. Interesting. Requiescator, explain. When there is no one to speak for a deceased person in court, the representative is entitled to seek assistance from a member of the Requiescator's Guild. The duty is to know and remember each and every person on the ship so that they can defend the interests of the deceased and represent them in court. They study the victim's entire life history to gain the most detailed impression of their personality, deeds, and aspirations. The guild was founded by one of your distant ancestors, and to my knowledge, directly escators only exist on your glorious flagship. Alright, what did Photos like and dislike about his work, I guess? He was fascinated by diseases, injuries, pathogens, complications. The part he disliked was the patients. They would not let him concentrate on that which was killing them. Okay, he was a deranged person. So, no family? The clan to which the deceased belonged are wary of bringing accusations against the Lord Captain's companion. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Circumstances of the murder. Eyewitnesses don't give much. Deceased, murder, brief conversation. We don't know anything, really. Okay, Kibella, what say you? Yes, I killed him. It was me. Alright, why did you do it? The heartless man enjoyed what he did. His work should have been a holy mission of service. The pain of thousands should have been a solemn sacrifice, yet he derived pleasure from it. It was repulsive. The Undying One never whispered his name. I myself decided to sever this thread. I told you it would end like this, but why should anyone listen to the little old Jai? Okay, this is not good actually. Ah, darn it, this is not good. Kibella actually overstepped deeply. Number one, it's not something that her clan told her to do it, Undying One and her, whatever. And it's not something that I told her to do it. And it also goes directly against the orders which I gave her. It was just her will. She decided to do it because she decided to do it. She felt that it was the correct thing to do, to take another person's life because he was not living properly. This is gonna have consequences. I like Kibella. I'm gonna be sorry for this, I think. Her colors have changed. The scarlet and the gold are drying in a rage, muddled crimson, misty blues of sorrow, greens of doubt. There is a big conflict in her. You walked a narrow, dark path across a yawning abyss. It is small wonder that you stumbled. His soul, already mangling by bloody and frightening service, has fractured further still. Can it still be saved? So you have violated a prohibition on killing that I issued in a blood-spun web. That matters little. You cannot prevent death from taking... Oh, shut up, Kibella. Now you're just being a smartass. So he treated the sick, he gained new knowledge, he saved many. He caused Mistress Kibella no grievance, he never offended her. He merely answered her questions regarding her work when he was attacked. The death of his murderer would be lawful and proportionate retribution. The heartless man did more than heal people. He maimed them too, tortured them, killed them slowly, and observed. He treated the sick, he gained knowledge. The boots of those who walk the path of wisdom leave blooded footprints. It's a rule that it is long before, blah blah. Whom specifically did he torture? Unimportant people, common people, doomed people. That was the esteemed Lettard's way of thinking. Interesting. Huh. This is like a theater right now. Does a doomed leper care whether the disease of the knife is causing them pain? Well, he was disgusting sadist, obviously. He thought himself above all these people because they were less educated than him, basically, or on a lower social status. So, his methods were revolting, absolutely. His methods were efficient. Only one who has never lain upon an operating table. No. Kibella is right regarding that it's a sacrifice, and when you have to do those things, you should suffer as well. Sometimes it's necessary to do difficult things, but this was sadism. He enjoyed it, right? To inflict pain for the pain's sake or for his own personal enjoyment. It's like Slanesh kind of a thing. My companion is within her rights to kill anyone on the ship. No. Kibera is not subject to ordinary justice. She serves Emperor through death, and as such cannot be convicted for a death. The Furious clan will be rewarded generous indemnity for their loss, to be paid by me. Furious deserve to die. I'm not going to punish Kibera for the murder. I find Kibera guilty, but she will receive a more lenient penalty than death. Oh boy, well, this game really makes a lot of choices which I cannot choose really if I want to be consistent. I find Kibera guilty, but she will not die. Her penalty is not going to be death, but she's guilty. I cannot be put on trial. None have the right to judge a spinner of death. Well, actually, I do. Kibera. Kibera. She points at the masked man and smiles. Her grip whisper is chilling. I'm going to kill you too. No contradicting the Lord Captain, convict.
I will be your end.
Okay. Do not touch me. Out of nowhere, a dagger appears in a group, flashes across the other hand, his blooded fingers fall to the floor. Oh, come on! This is escalating right now. This is not gonna end up well. Vizier of the Blonde Spadwen. Okay, I'm glad that he showed up. Enough, my daughter. Though the Vizier's eyes are sewn shut, one can read the grief that permeates the wrinkled features. You have strayed from the thread. You have doomed the tenants of the blood-spun web to oblivion. What a sorry end. For me, not for you. For I am compelled to usher my apprentice's soul to the other side before it is my own time to go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why have you come here, Vizier? To take the one who no longer sees the tenants, to give her to him. She is dangerous. To pacify her forever, such is my duty, and so it must be. Mentor, why me? Do you truly think the greatest danger to your flock is me? What is happening to her? She's not herself. The second spinner is in the throes of spiritual ailments that we call doubt. The most terrible ailment, though harmless to Layfolk, is deadly to us. For a doubtful spinner will stray from their destined thread into bloodthirsty madness. Doubt brings them to the undying one before their time. And she is doing that, that's definitely true. She is killing people just because she wants to. Our service is demanding, requires clarity, sense of purpose. Oh boy. Is there a way to help her? How will unheal the soul of another Dominican? She's fighting a losing battle. One she has all but lost. We cannot reach out a hand to her, although you could. A thread binds the Dominican and his shadow together. A rare thread, a shared thread. Will that connection be enough for your souls to enter into harmony? Oh yeah, I'm prepared to do that. Better than to kill her. I must attempt to save her at the very least. Okay. Then seek a steward of souls, an artisan who will put you both in a cycle of trance, allowing your minds to become one. You have a chapel full of astropaths, Domin. One of them will surely do you that service. See that their guidance is strong, for inside her soul you will encounter monsters. A doubt-ridden mind is a dangerous place. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's go to the Astroclathic Chapel. By the way, what house? Let me see. That's it, right? Siege, Emperor's Palm. I have to have a War Council. Where is that, by the way? Euphrates 2. So it's connected with Euphrates 2. 3 Soliver phalanges from the Chapter 2. Gene Stealer cults. The corruption of genetic operations spread across many. Rebellion, the capital word of Darkonus. Oh. It's just in general discover the source, nothing special. Alright, well. to another compartment. Let's go to another compartment. I think that's what we need to do. To the astropathic choir. Let's go. Let's go. Of course, we need to have Kibella right now. Right? Yeah. And do we need to level her up? Maybe it's better for her to be a lower level. If I'm gonna fight against her mind, in a way. Or there are a lot of demons against which we're gonna fight together. Not sure. I'm gonna level her up nonetheless. I'm going to level her up. I think it's better. I think it's still better. Weapon skill is maybe 75. Strength. Agility. Agility. Balancing on the edge. Desperate measure and heroic act. Free resolve, 10 weapon skill. Bloody Requiem. Increase of the resolve whenever she kills an enemy. Be smart, continuous luck, spinning blades. Black's blade dance is increased by 1 whenever she parries an attack. I'm not sure how good she's in parrying, but it sounds quite good. I wish I would have the, recommend. Recommended. Oh, this is not bad. It's a debuff for stuff, and this for when she's healed. Additional healing, and she gains toughness, and that stacks. That stacks. Sure. Okay.
Another step, another thread.
Everybody, please. Let's go to the master of this astropathic choir. The organs. Glorious place. Hello, Zachary. How are your ghosts? Mistakes of past no longer haunt me. That's good. Can you put me in a trance? I need to get inside her mind. Are you shocked? Complex thematic practice, things can go awry if they don't trust each other. Strong spiritual connection. But we do have that, I think. Fears of other house monsters. Yeah. I'm prepared for the risk, of course. You stay in the chapel to pray, thank you, Argenta. And if some chaos deity, or not deity, if some chaos entity goes outside of Kibella, please shoot it. And shoot her, because, yeah, I guess that's the end. May the God Emperor aid you, Lord Captain. Thank you. Let's see what's gonna happen. There we go. So shackled mind cannot comprehend the wisdom contained herein. Therefore, repeat. He is death. Release your breath with each word, cleanse your thoughts, he is death. Truth lies in death. Free your soul from the body's cage, become nothing, he is death. Now that your heartbeat is perfectly aligned and your vision is shrouded in dusk. State of purity and balanced heat. Alright. No human will see the death before that time. Delusion of the living heat, to which we say strong spirit can travel there and make the journey back. Heed the tale of the great Dominican Paulus, who descended into the kingdom of the dead to retrieve his shadow. Well, it's nicely written. Birth and death are one. We're snatched. Well, in a Christian understanding, baptism, birth and death are one. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Even those kind of weird inscriptions in these stories are a reflection of some truth and reality. Birth and death and one, yeah. We are snatched from the place of warmth and sent blood-covered into an unfamiliar world. Dying is the same. Domin too learned this as he opened his eyes and found himself in the lower decks, lying in a cold coffin. He beheld his ship drifting through a nothingness, and adamantine giant corpse skeleton moaning from the winds of entropy. Tempest of rust gnawing at its plasteel bones, twisting its vein-like cables while machine oil oozed down its bulkheads. If I was alone, I wouldn't lost in a ship. Anyways, I have very high everything, so it doesn't matter. Banish the monster with a prayer. Sure. The beast prostrated itself, began to tear its own body apart. For words of true faith pacified in the worst of evils with a sense of shame and self-loathing. And a card of his tarot appeared in the Dominican hand. It was a god emperor. The first doubt was dispelled. He is death. Veni Zachary led the Dominant to the hot furnace of the crematorium, and they walked past long columns of the dead. Prayed was their attire. Their bones scraped against their augmentics and scratched their decrepit flesh. Mourning sorrowfully, sound made memory wipe away. So, more apparitions. Ark was a thing, a lost child cocooned in silk. Fellowship, speak with a lost child, toughness, or order the apparition to vanish. I'll order it. The creature wailed and trailed in the void like a river of rot. But doubt weakens the spirit, and weakness always loses the strength. Star. And the second doubt was dispelled. He is death. And old Venny led the Dominant to the upper decks. Dominant to the officers' chambers, where the veins adorned the walls, trophies, statues, and sinews. High up on the balcony, the dismembered judge wailed as he attempted to reassemble himself with the pale hands, tightened the tangle of the flesh, turning the chambers into a snare, such as the blade tangled and trapped in misunderstood teachings. Hapless creature that does not know its place in the world. These are nice images. In order to continue his journey, the Domin... logic, actually. Because a judge became whole again and regained his comprehension of the world, for one who is wise can make whole what was broken. Good. Very nice. Rogue trader. And the third doubt was dispelled. He is death. Wisdom is important for ruling. To have a whole ordered understanding of reality. That is wisdom, right? An ordered understanding of reality, of the whole reality, everything around you. It has to be ordered, not chaos. The flagship's bridge draped with skulls and webs, protector of mankind. Starlight shone coldly in the eyes of the skull. Galaxy Domin approached the throne. Greeted him with pride and dignity, spoke brazenly. Greeted him with pride and dignity. Yes. He would be like a Pope figure, right? To Paulus, of course. The undying emerald grinned the bony grin, cast a glance. Something died forever inside of Domin. But the price of arrogant pride in the face of death is always heavy, but worth the wait. I was not prideful. Then the undying one spoke. I know you, Domin. I know your heart. The softness that dwells within it. Many who were due to pass on me are remained alive as your heart willed. But I am not anchored, for they will pass on to me in the end. The undying emperor, may his praises be innumerable, said no more. It was the Domin's turn to speak. And speak the Domin did, saying that he had come to find his shadow and rescue her. So he's representing death, actually, over here. So we have the emperor and death as the same person in a way. Iconoclast fanatic, I do have that, that's true. Well, Domin's shadow loomed out of the darkness beside his throne. She was bound in black chains and asleep. The undying one was silent. Now was the time to offer payment, as death would give nothing away without payment in return. And Domin promised the Undying One nothing, for everything in the world is nothing, and the Undying One himself is Lord of nothing. Ha! Okay, so that's why I can do that. So definitely I'm not going to give myself and my soul the life of any calling themselves an enemy of the Undying One. No. He would honor him in a sacrifice of myriad lives. No. Oh, no. I'm very glad that I have a Iconoclast fanatic. Very, very glad. Those were true words, for everything is indeed nothing, and the Undying Emperor is Lord of nothing. For all things live only to turn to dust and death. The Domin's wisdom pleased the Undying. Then the Undying Emperor leaned over the Domin and drove a skeletal finger right into his heart. He pulled at the scarlet thread of his soul, the thread trembled, stretched to the limit, and a name was revealed to him, Naaki Eredis. That was the life the Undying One demanded as payment. I don't know who that is. I don't know. How can I say, sure, I'm gonna kill him? I don't know who that is. Is he like a person who is on death row? Is he a murderer, criminal inside of my ship? What kind of a choice is this if I don't know who it is? My conscience doesn't allow me to just say yes. I'm gonna refuse, guys. Maybe I'm gonna destroy everything by refusing, but just think about it in this kind of a choice. You are presented with a choice to help someone and you say, okay, the price is you have to kill this person. What? The light in the eyes faded out. He returned to throne, sat down, nothing to say to one unwilling to repay, and the Domin took his words back and agreed to the bargain, turned and walked away. Ah, come on. Come on. You're gonna force me? I'm not gonna check on the internet to see what kind of a exchange this is and who is it that has to die and whose life has to be taken away. But Paulus genuinely doesn't know. And he's presented with a choice. Kill an unknown, potentially innocent person, or to not save Gibella, leave her be. From the shadow, in a way. Usually if I would play computer games, of course, I would take his words back and agree to the bargain and just do what is more pragmatic. But I'm playing a moral character, someone who does think about these kind of choices, and I cannot do it. I cannot do it, guys. I'm sorry. Oh no, okay. The shadow remained beside the throne of the Undying One and has never been seen since. And so it was that a Domin, having seen death before his due time, traveled there and back to bring us these words of wisdom. Do not regret what has passed on to death. That is the right path. Find value in what the living possesses, for one day it will be no more his death. You defeated the vision of the Undying One. Yes, I did, but I did not save Gibella, right? So, Gibella's body is nowhere to be seen. It's as if she was never in the chapel. It is over, Lord Captain. We are in the world afresh. I spoke to the Emperor. That was not the Emperor, Lord Captain. It was merely Mistress Gibella's vision of him. A figment born out of her imagination. Alas, none among my fellows are powerful enough to bring you the voice of the protector of mankind. Where is she? I don't know. We were in a trance together. We came out of it together. Perhaps she fled, or perhaps you left her for death to collect, and death collected her? I see. Well, I don't want to be blackmailed with doing something immoral. I will take responsibility for the actions that I did. If I did something wrong, I would take accountability, but I will not be blackmailed. I'm sorry for what happened, it hurts. But yeah, not even death will blackmail me in this regard. We know that our creator, God, someone who loves us, will never blackmail us. He will leave us freedom for us to choose what's right, that is him, or what's wrong, that is against him. But the freedom will be there. We will not be blackmailed. While the devil uses exactly those kind of tactics. Force, blackmail, seduction, going against our will, one way or another. Okay. It seems I have one last companion. Yeah, it's a bittersweet
I won't
moment
tolerate
right now.
weakness.
No, it's not sweet. It's just bitter. Sorry, it's not bittersweet. Freight line, Lord Captain's quarters, Voidship Bridge. Yeah, let's go to the bridge. Well, okay. The game is like that. I should have known, I mean. This is not Mass Effect 2, where I just invest my time with the companions and I can have all of them in a proper way at the end. While still doing, you know, having choices which are like good for everybody. This is not like that. Obviously not like that. If I want to be consistent with my values and not sacrifice them, yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough indeed, it would seem. Well, I have the siege, that is Euphrates 2. Dergonus, Blood Dies. That is for Verserian. I think before the siege I would do the companion quest, eh? Latest news? Janice Denrock? Bloody hell, sure. Before that, so let's go to the bridge. Janice Denrock. I am a completionist. I will not be obsessive completionist, but I will do as much as I can. I did a lot regarding the exploration, obviously. Okay, what's happening? I wish to know what you think of our fellow crew members. Keeping tabs. Wise move. Tell me who interests you. No, that to be honest. Okay, Abelard. Lady Theodora managed to do what even the Imperial Navy could not, teach Master Vessarian to carry out orders that he fundamentally disagrees with. I do not know what methods she used, but the result is impressive. Having said that, there is something else you need to know, Lord Captain. Your Seneschal is capable of being something far greater than a mere conduit of your will. He possessed the cunning and experience to run the Protectorate passively whenever Lady Theodora was away, and that really is saying something. Keep an eye on that old officer, I say, or alternatively turn him into a faithful ally. Well, I agree. I guess I like him. Okay. Goodbye. Or maybe trade. Let me just see, maybe shipping max. Okay, Drusians. I have max. I could buy everything that's available over here. Can I not? 100, yes I can. Cold-blooded, what is this? It's a blade sword. I'm gonna buy that. Seal of Death. That's not that good. Oh, it's for the blade dance. That's sad. Partner in Death. Brutal Strike. It's also two-handed weapon. Righteous Justice. It's two-handed weapon. Dogmatic. It's very strong. I'll take it. Boots of Carskin. Color efficiency against area attack, but never dodges them. Whenever he uses a grenade and hits 3 enemies for the first time, it doesn't spend AP. I guess that's useful. Improved power pick. Weapon has extra attack action, which increases armor penetration of all subsequent attacks made against the same target by 10 for 1 round, and it stacks. So you continue hitting with it with more and more chances of actually properly hitting. Oh, it looks very strong actually. Condensed carapace. No. I have strong stuff over here, don't I? Permanent bonus to direct damage, doubled if the wearer's attack trigger an opening. Notes and weaknesses. I'll take that maybe for Argenta. I did not even notice that I am battle stimulator pet kit, of course, buy all of them. Psi focus, plasma gun, additional ward damage with melee attacks, auto stimulant, wearer gains immunity, depending on the number of unyielding beacon stacks. And yeah, I'm not gonna take that. Cover efficiency, power maul. It's one-handed weapon, but it pushes away. Improved heavy rock saw. No, not my type of a weapon though. Melter gun. A strong melter gun actually. Very strong. Armor penetration. I'm gonna take it. Blade wings. Spend all MP to move any cell within a minimum range. Do not trigger attacks of opportunity. At the end of movement, automatically melee attack. I think I already had that at one moment. Sacrifice. Triumph of faith. Ignores deflection. It's a nice sword actually. Yeah. Yeah. Reduces agility movement points, but immune to fire damage and bleeding. I'm gonna take them. So if I come to a big fight when I know there's gonna be fire, I'm gonna use it. Okay, scout armor. What kind of armor? Medium. 30% of armor kit cargo. That's strong. I'm gonna take it. I guess it's very strong. I haven't been using it, but okay. I think that's it for Drusians. Explorators, Imperial Navy. Reputation. Can I increase my reputation? Not really. That's minuscule what I can do. Can't I? A little bit of fuel. That's all. Just fuel. I'll sure trade a little bit of fuel. Sorry for that. I don't have a lot actually. After I increase to 14, which is the maximum, I don't really have many more things to do, right? So, 4 shots, 27. 4 shots, 21. Okay, it's obviously better. So I will buy that. Okay. Melta bomb 4 times 21 and internal fires on the ship for a couple of rounds. That would be 81. Medium range. It's also medium range. It's better, I guess, right? Lance weapon, and this is macro cannons though. It's kind of different, but it still seems better. Flak ammo arsenal, 22 damage each target in a 3 times 3x3 area. Right, fighters deck, Wrath Starfighters. Torpedo tubes mounted, 4 attack crafts, heavy laser turret. I'm happy with this actually, and this is the same as I already have, so I'm not gonna change these. Yeah, I'm not gonna change these, but I guess scrap container and these things, I would like to be able to buy these things. I would like to be able to buy them, but okay. Fellowship of the Void. And yeah, well, I have 32. It's incredibly a lot. Explorators, let me see with them. Reputation, select tradable. Okay, 28. I could. Flame, Adeptus Astartes. Okay, Astartes Flamer. I know who that is for, of course, for Holy Power Armor. Adeptus Astartes equipment. And Armor Deflection 8. When the wearer suffers damage more than or equal to 21, there is a blast of energy. Armor 85. Well, that's quite strong. Alright, and unblocked by the rests. But these things were quite strong. The Pyre. It's also for Astartes. A lot of things here are for the Astartes. Right? Let me check. You. Equipment. Must not have features. Must have features. Holy Power Armor. 85, 90. 8, 7. Base armor property the same. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy, the cooldown of Go for the Throat is reset. Let me just check the Go for the Throat. That is move to the next target, ignoring attacks of opportunity. Well, it's maybe it's reset, but it's still 2 AP, which is a lot. It's not that useful. But this one, I think it's much better. Yeah. Might of Fenris armor, Holy Power armor. I have the cargo, actually. Scout armor. Are you for Scout armor? I like the agility. I like the agility part. 60. I would like to be able to give power armor though to him, to Abelard. Gunnery shield. Heavy shield. Gunnery shield should be much better, yeah. Reloading a shotgun costs 0 AP. That's cool for a gunnery. Shields allow the wielder to block attacks. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Do I have a shotgun? Somewhere. Shotgun, sharpshooter rifle. Oh, by the way, yeah, power pick. I think I'm gonna give him a power pick instead of a power axe. Like this. Yeah, and a shotgun. By discharge. Auto-striking sword. Well, this is a huge parry. Huge increase to parry, though. If I do this, definitely more damage-oriented build. Earthbreaker decreases, even when parried or dodge, decreases the stats. It's very good. But I don't have shotgun for some reason. Daredevil pistol. I guess that's for Jai. Cold-blooded. The blade has an additional attack called double. Oh, it's two-handed. I'm not sure who will be carrying that. Anyhow, the gift of Kuranos and stunning thing. I do need, I think, something better. Sharpshooter rifle is good, but I have Hecaton also good. I have a couple of good weapons, but I haven't seen for quite some time now some major actual improvement in my equipment. Anyway, I think that's good enough. No, one more thing. Sorry. One more thing for him. Yeah, because I did mention the weapon for burning, Astartes Flamer, right? Two-handed Flamer. Area attacks. So, should I instead of Typhoon Boater, give him this. Yeah. This is Typhoon Boater. This is just a boater. Add to cargo. Obviously better. Just a heavy bolter, regular heavy bolter. 6. Yeah, because when we see her, she can use a heavy bolter, but she still has something better right now. Flamer or Hymn of Vehemence. It's a bolt. It's better than a heavy bolter, that's for sure, right? Rate of fire is lower, but still, it should be much better weapon. I am keeping the bolter just in case. Alright, now I'm fine. Now we can go here. Can we? Or do I need to speak with someone else? Where is Voxmax the Vigdis? Jocasta, Sauerback, Abelard. Let's speak to Voxmaster Vigdis. This is for the sake of Abelard. Okay, something interesting. Yeah, new interceptor transmission. Okay. Some traits, activities, oversized asteroid, Soto's Tomb. I should visit Sototube's system, I guess. Alright. And some pilgrims. Few pilgrims from Footfall. Mines of the World of the Ascended. Cineris Maleficium to go over there. I might visit the planet. Okay. I'm speaking about her, I guess, as appearance. I never spoke with her about that, are you kidding me? Or about the Voidborn. I spoke about that before. The Children of the Void, how did you find your life on the ship? Come on, have you ever left the ship? We spoke about that. Maybe the new patch. Made a change. Alright. Companion quest, Dargonus, and rumors. I have a lot of rumors actually. Bunch of rumors. Contracts. Oh wow, what can I do with all these rumors? Rumors about the dynasty, miracle in the Cineris Maleficium, forewarning. Well, I cannot run to every rumor that I hear. That would be imprudent. But if I am, you know, traveling across the expanse and I see next to me the possibility to resolve some kind of a rumor, I will find that completely satisfactory. Colony management. I think something might be finished somewhere. Gavagama. No, I think Gavagama is the sacrilege of creation. The heresy of creativity. If such allows of secret produce, no. Tools of killing, no. Decree of diligence, no. Dargonus. Hallucinatory, no. No. And no. Vebos. Lord Captain has to come to Vebos. Really? Oh, really? Underground workers? No. I decided no. Abandoned Secret Den for Bias? No. Extractum Ignifera? No. Captive Xenos? No. Foulstone? Holy Prey. Can I... Reputation with Drusians? Heretical plus 20. Do I need to do that? To lure such figure and kill him in secret? Definitely. Not false wonders? Definitely. I think nothing of this is possible. Provisions. This actually sounds good, but I have such low provisions, really. Is there a way for me to increase those provisions? Maybe there is, but the issue is that provisions here, for example, times 2. But what would happen, I would have to do something which is immoral. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna sacrifice my soul. My body, yes. You know, when I say soul, the spiritual faculty, you know, not gonna do evil. That doesn't mean that I cannot sacrifice myself in a way that I become more tired and forgetful and exhausted, and that there are, you know, scars that I carry. That's different. We can do that. That's fine. But to consciously do something against our conscience, it's never fine. It's never, absolutely never fine. So I have Foulstone, Trinitos, colonized system, Augur's anomaly, but I explored all these things, right? Search expedition, rebel base, Governor Wyatt's estate. I explored a lot of these things. Why is this like this? That's what I'm not understanding. Chronicle of the Protectorate. What does that mean? Chronicle of the Protectorate. Projects. Great Fire. Oh, maybe it means that it's, you know, it's currently in progress. That's fine. Is there something... Oh, like a Siege of Euphrates. Okay, that's here. And I'm here. So we can slowly start traveling. Right? Let's first travel here. Warp travel. Objects discovered. Accept. Acquired cargo. Alright. Thank you for holy gifts, I guess. Incident that kept the world. Novice nobility. Lady Cassius. Or the crew's well-being. Having said that, closer examination of Strombox by tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vid message addressed personal to you. Okay, as you command. I hope nothing bad will happen with that. We, Great Regent Aaron Torselios, send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. Oh, because I've spared his life. Okay, the house will soon hold a grand council within the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. Not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. Okay. Thanks for informing me, I guess. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and there's a lot of weight with the child. Well, it's true. It's true. Lead the child on the right path. The path of accepting his duty before the house is sent to the Novator's throne. I hope you consider my offer, so they want her to rule. The gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the Great Regent's gratitude. Well, they want her, of course. I hope the data did not get corrupted during playback. Decode the encryption hidden in the data slate. Yes. A messenger server skull has been sent to the Omnicide servant's compartment. Okay. God Emperor protects. Okay. This is continuing. Good. Is anything in my path in a way that I can, you know, jump over there and check if anything is good? Quests. I could go to Dargonus, though. I should go to Dargonus. Should I not? Blood ties. Visit Dargonus. Dargonus is far away, is it not? It is. But I can relatively easy travel to over there. Yeah? Yeah, quite easy. There is nothing in the path. Warp travel. Okay, urgent report. Managed to locate a second message on the data slate. Alright. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus performing the rites to appease slow process of annihilation. hidden in the shadow. Display the message on screen right now. Okay, immediately. Okay, Rogue Trader. Lady Navigator Alina, the one who staged an attempt to assassinate Cassia right in your palace, politely smiles at you from the windscreen. I had no doubt that your servants would find my trace. They are far cleverer than the ones employed by the great regent of House Arcelio. I feel extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. Truth be told, I saw a worthy person behind a lofty title only after the fate put me on the death's precipice. You hesitated to end my life. Yeah. Despite holding it in your hands, your noble deed gave me enough food for thought. Despite everything that transpired, I still believe we may become loyal allies to one another. I presume you already know that House Arcelio will be holding a ground council in the depths of that accursed Atlas very soon, and we cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. But if you convince this Lady Cassia to reject the Atlas and break the centuries-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I'm not going to shed it in tears. I will accept any choice, Rogue Trader. My people have nothing else to lose, but you could benefit from our friendship. There lies an emerald in the rays of Marcianus, my gift to you for sparing my life. Head through the storms and torments, lantern and twice forward. Left, right, and twice forward. And then, I don't know. Yeah, but from where? Left, right, twice forward. From where? From where? Okay. 5 profit factor gained. Well, that's from Janus colony, right? Auto Xenos punitive unit arrived in Janus, Inquisition Fortress, taken control. First of all, Heinrichs, why was I not notified of the arrival of the Inquisition in advance? I'm surprised that they have informed us of their arrival at all. It demonstrates a semblance of trust. How much did they sniff out? Initial interrogations have set Lynette Xu on the tracks of the wretches towards the anomalous region, but people continue to dig deeper, so to speak. What think you, my officers? Cooperating with the Inquisition would do us more good than trying to hide the current misfortunes of the colony. I can send them a message to keep us informed about the interrogation as a favor. If only we can throw them a bone and let them find the evidence they want, one they can get by without. The rest could be concealed away from their inquisitive eyes, like a sand lizard shedding its tail. Sometimes one must see the battle to win the war. I will let the Inquisition do their job. I really don't think it would be smart to do anything else. Hexagrammic grace, logic, coercion, and persuasion. Alright. Fine, fine, fine. Ladies, you established the genetic changes in the wretches' bodies caused by mysterious substances, xeno obelisks. It did not contaminate the water until recently. Megas biologists discovered it. Xeno obelisks appear to be linked by a chain of energy communications. Many different things. Okay. Ancient mechanical construction on Janus that awakened from its slumber. That might be the issue. Alright, profit factor, provisions, and chemicals. Finally, I have provisions on some kind of a normal level. So, first of all, rank. Pleasure world. Would I create a pleasure world out of this? I don't think so. Profit factor, efficiency, complacency, and security. Shelter. Xenovivisectory. But I need what? What do I need? The following projects have to be completed. The captive Xenos. In the Protectorate. It's somewhere else. And that's a very nice thing. But captive Xenos is from where? Vobos as well. Lord Presence, Navy Feud. Oh, come on. Okay. Anyway, Darkonos, Vobos, captive Xenos. Captives from the enemy of humanity for use in forced labor is a possible way to replenish the workforce. Yeah, I mean, I'm not directly against this part. It's out of all the options, this is the least bad one, right? I will choose that one. I can concede. I can concede on that. Shelter. The damage dealt by that ally is increased by 8%. Stacks. Promethean provision supply, steel profit, people complacency. Casbalica mission, Wraith Dancer, garments. But dodge against Xenos. That part of dodge against Xenos is it's quite good actually. Xenovivisectory, what is it? Utilizes a workforce for the construction of a grand vivisectory for the study of inhumans. All witnesses will be disposed of. Oh, no, I didn't read it. I actually didn't read properly. Sorry. I do want to make shelter. It's not even an option. Oh, darn it. Of course I would have done the shelter. Of course. Why am I doing this? Vobiscum. Underground workers. Fine, whatever. You. Gracious priests. The armlets couple cure diseases, furnish disabled, keep a vigilant eye for genetic anomalism on the colonists. This seems nice. Everybody seems good here. Opportunity to lure. No. A gracious priest seems like a good thing. I actually am gonna. It's a big expense, but Sanatorium is a good thing. I do want that. It's simply gonna be a good thing for my people. And I like that kind of stuff. Yeah. 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 Okay. Fine. Anyway, we are visiting the planet. So, visit Dargonus, visit Vebos, and then we go to Euphrates number 2. Right? Rocky World. Phlogiston. Cancel. I like Phlogiston. Lava World. Can I do anything on a lava world? No. Gas Giant. Already explored. Nothing special. Anyway, Dargonus. Von Valentius Palace in Dargonus. Let's go to the palace. Yeah, come on. Palace. Not projects. Maybe here. Maybe this. Colonized. Points of interest. What is this? Why? I understand that. Did I forget the way how I can descend to Dargonus and I'm clicking weird stuff? Not this, please. I'm not gonna take any of these things. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No anomalous maps of the Coronis Expanse. Okay, this is weird. First, let me save the game. I don't know what's happening, why I cannot just normally... Oh! I'm blind. I'm sorry, guys. Visit the palace. Pascal, Argenta, Abelard, Ulfar, Cassia, Paulus. I like those combination of brothers. Irliet, after all that happened. No. Heinrich's Inquisition and Dargonus, usually quite good, but... I have my crew, you know, my list of people, the first teammates that I got, and of course my Ulfar, which is a very good, well-written character. So I like the combination of them. I do like putting Irliet or Heinrichs sometimes, but I need a proper reason, you know. There is dead people on the ground. Governor Drimstad will take care of everything. Will he? Will he indeed? This is ridiculous. Such a thing happening right in the rogue trader's palace. Yeah. Can I find out what is actually happening? Sight of dead bodies at the entrance of the palace, corpses hauled to a pile. Right. Your lordship, we are honored by your presence. What is this mess? You see, your lordship, these people wanted to attack. Second lieutenant of the palace guard, Alam, wait reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. Let me first examine. Observation. These are rare, high-functioning servitor specimens present among the expired units. Such specimens are traditionally bestowed upon the noble houses that are most loyal to the sacred fellowship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Intricate construction makes it clear deceased were not ordinary humans. As far as I know, House Gaprak has received such servitors for the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. Where is Clementia Viserion? I think she's with the rest of House Viserion, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drives has gathered all the Draconis and nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Viserion. Why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I do not know, your lordship. Perhaps he is, you can probably find him in the throne room. Alright, no need to speak with you guys. I think I understand that
Never doubt me.
foul play is at work. Foul play is at work over here. Let's go to the palace. And, by the way, is this fine? Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. Oh, I have to level up Pascal. I'm sorry. What do I like about Pascal? I like that he's both a solid ranged and melee damage dealer. Not like some others, but he can dish some damage. But he's a good buffer, actually, and a healer. And I like having him in a team just for his tech abilities. I don't have to worry about some stuff. Right? So, intelligence. Perception. Yeah, intelligence. Ballistics calculations. Forge world. Persuasion, coercion, commerce. Persistence of the forge. Prediction protocols. Arc rifle has. I mean, everything here is cool. So, increases tech use and demolition by 10. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I want his tech use to be as big as possible. I prefer him for buffing and for tech use primarily, like I said. So, I'm gonna be using him for that primarily. I have others. Argenta and
It's about time.
and of course me and her when I want to dish out damage. So what's happening here?
You are outdated and suboptimal. Your body has suffered deterioration and requires modification.
Move. Out of my way. Okay, they're angry because they have appointments. Governor drives them. Maybe he's right in whatever he's doing, but I doubt it. Come. Let me pass. Let his lordship the rogue trader through. Okay, they finally realized. And let's go. So, Urban drives them. Your lordship, it's an honor. He seems to materialize out of thin air, so suddenly does he emerge from the crowd. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue trader's visit to the capital. Clementia. She tries to take a step, but the warden stops her. There's fear and weariness. Your lordship, you're here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us and to punish the traitors. Alright, he thinks that she's a traitor. We have known each other for many decades now, and we have had our fair share of disagreements, but do you really think my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? We have evidence implicating them, Abelard. I am sure that his lordship will arrive at a fair ruling. So what are the charges? Disruption of logistical lines, bribery of adeptus administratum officials, document forgery, organization of heretical insurrections. On top of the evidently devastating economic impact this had had on the Protectorate, criminal acts have impeded the delivery of imperial tithe, which in turn has drawn the administratum's attention. Okay. Clementia. Your lordship, House Viserion denies all charges laid against it. These last few months have indeed been trying for Datagonus, but we have done our best to remedy the situation. My family's every effort was focused on stabilizing the capital's logistics and economy, so much so that we failed to notice the web of intrigue unfolding behind our backs. What happened? When we caught the wind of the rumors of your disappearance, we patiently awaited news of your return, but then Dargonis was struck by a series of terrible events. The first was the sabotage of logistics that hampered shipments, then mass unrest spread across the entire planet, and the minor noble houses began squabbling among themselves, trying to pit the blame on their rivals. We took great pains to calm them down, and managed to quash the revolt, though not without some outside help, unfortunately. These events have also been overshadowed by the, I'm ashamed to even say it out loud in front of your lordship, the rumors circulating among the higher houses. Some were calling the Theodorus true heir to be installed as head of your house, Kunrad Voigtvier. Not all of your subjects have forgotten his past efforts for the benefit of the Trade Protectorate. When the investigation was launched, the evidence led us to the Viserions. Indeed. Why are there dead bodies at the entrance to my palace? I humbly beg your pardon. The palace guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of before they could cause you any harm. I am doubtful of that. Drivestem, you aren't accusing one of Dargonis' leading noble houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Of course I have evidence, your lordship. The investigation has established that members of the Viserion family, which is responsible for both Dargonis' fleet and its logistics, used their contacts and influence to forge a host of documents in order to undermine the planet's supply routes and economy, thus fomenting unrest among the inhabitants. Allow me to introduce my son, Cornelius. He holds a high... Oh, this is interesting. It's a family thing now. Prestigious position at the Administratum Palace. Thanks to him, he could have made a forgery, actually. They identified and traced the entire chain of forged documents. The investigation led us to the perpetrators who admitted to acting on the orders of the House of Viserion. It was they who were intent on spreading the idea of restoring the title Rogue Trader to the true heir. This young man is shrouded in a mist of grey and blue. Sickly shadows of fear are fluttering around him. Heads of the houses, do you support the governor's accusations? They exchanged glances, averting their gazes, noble ladies hiding behind the fans. No one is willing to be the first. Sauerberg Macarius. Over his many years of service, Governor Drystem earned Theodorus' trust, and he holds his high office for a reason. On behalf of House Sauerberg, I support his accusations. Your Lordship, Governor Drivestem has always faithfully served the rogue traders of the House of Valancius and concerned himself with the future of your trade dynasty, and so, House Gaprak thinks his charges against House Viserion to be sound. Interesting. I humbly ask you to allow me to speak in defense of my family's honor. The evidence provided by the governor is utterly false. I cannot refute it, but I can say with confidence that no one from my family has ever tried to forge documents in the Adeptus Administratum, let alone undermine the economy of your capital. Sabotaging logistics, riots, conspiracy. It appears to be flimsy. I wish to learn more before I can make my final decision. As you wish. Speak to me when you're ready to announce the verdict. Find the culprit. Of course I'm gonna help, Abelard. Don't even speak to me, come on. Oh. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Is it possible to find the culprit? Can we speak with
Victory
the aristocrats? Anybody in particular? Doriana Gaprak. Alright. Of course, she is augmented. Greetings, your lordship. Omnisaya grants you understanding. Abelard, must be difficult for you to be here under those circumstances with your house standing accused. Okay, let's see. Just wait before speaking. Do you think the accusations are true? I would not take such responsibility upon myself, but I think it's worthy of consideration. That's fair. Doriana Gaprak, I have respect for that. Which nobles might have a reason to be party to such conspiracy? It could be anyone. Greed, fear, ideals can drive in the most loyal subjects to do the unthinkable. So all of the assailants were high-functioning servitors, only employed by the families close to Abdatus Mechanicus. It is impossible to read her emotions, but a sudden turn towards family betrays her confusion and surprise. Impossible. We came here by ourselves, without any servitors. We know nothing about it. Your lordship, thank you for informing us of this. My house has indeed been endowed with high-functioning servitors, a blessing, but today none of our house members were accompanied by them. What about this note on the bodies of the attackers? Officially, high-functioning servitors are employed by my house and house alone. Alright. If they were to attack, suspicion would immediately fall upon Gaprax. I assume that this is what the Vassarians intended to happen, but they did not expect that the servitors would have this letter on them. Vicent, I want to speak with you. What do you make of the charges against the Vassarian family? I do not think I can doubt the validity, but I'm not sure that House Vassarian had a reason to betray you. I know you care for Astartia Vassarian. Are you prepared to watch her die? You ought to know something, your lordship. I noticed one of my family members to be in an odd, uncharacteristic mood. Halin Gaprak is my paternal second cousin once removed. He was frantic and anxious, even though he's usually reserved. He was fidgeting a small piece of paper and looking for someone to know and avail. Okay, thank you. I will have to speak with that person. I shall take my leave. Gaprak aristocrat. Vicent. Alright, well, so far so good. Right, I am discovering little by little more of the details. Drives them aristocrat. Cornelius drives, so let's speak with them. I wish to hear reasoning again. What makes you think that they are behind the plot? So, documents inside the Adeptus Administratum were forgeries, and her son, he discovered that, supposedly, right? So, I assure that my humble person is undeserving of your attention, Cornelius. Cornelius, I would like to speak with you privately. Okay. What do you make of this letter? I found it one of the assailants. Piece of evidence incriminating House Vassarian. Perhaps they truly did intend to kill you, or cause a stir to help them escape. All of them were high-functioning servitors. Such servitors are indeed rare, and Gaprax do have them in their service, but this could have been done intentionally. Tell me about your son. Yeah, just tell me. Son showed you respect. Forgive him, your lordship. First time he had the honor of attracting the attention of a rogue trader. Tell me what you do, Cornelius. I manage documents and records related to the economy of Darkonus. You know how scrupulous the workers of Adeptus Ministratum are. I'm afraid a more detailed explanation of my duties would mirror the administrative processes of the administratum, too long and overly detailed. Okay, that's interesting. How did you manage to find the forged documents in the bureaucratic hell that is administratum? When compiling reports on the last cycle's supply chain, I noticed inaccuracies and discrepancies in the figures. With the help of other clerks, I managed to find several other documents. Comprehensive data analysis has shown that the discrepancies were caused by intentional tampering with the data, thus leading to some logistical problems that were practically unresolvable. A lot of fancy speech, alright. Father and I have managed to single out the administrative clerks responsible for tampering with the data. After interrogation, confessed they were following the order of someone from House Vessarion. But does House Vessarion have access to Adeptus Administratum? There is no conceivable way they could do all of this in a place where they do not hold any power. I think the right amount of money can open any door. Cornelius, what is the true reason for your nervousness? This is the first time I have spoken face to face with a rogue trader. I am afraid of saying something wrong or forgetting something important. Do you wish to tell the Lord Captain anything else? You are speaking to a rogue trader, and my patience is running out. You see the flash of terror in Cornelius's eyes as he stares at your hand and your weapon. Forgive me, your lordship. I can't do it anymore. This lie has gone too far and I cannot longer control it. The truth is, all the logistical problems were caused by a single error in the numbers. My mistake. What? Okay, what? When I discovered my mistake, it was almost impossible to restore the supply lines. Then I was approached by someone who said they were a friend. They did not give me their name, and I never saw their face. They promised to fix the problem. All I had to do was pretend that the Vessarians were responsible for the mistake, and as for the rest of the evidence, they promised to arrange it all, and... This is cool. How could you have done? How could you? Your lordship, this is my fault. I trusted my son and have failed you. I have failed you in doing so. I beg you have mercy. And you called my family's honor into question, Urbent. Nevertheless, I harbor no desire to kick a man when he is down. Lord Captain, the confession you have obtained means the House Vessarion can now be cleared of all the charges. But we still do not know who was behind the forgeries, the riots, the plot, and the assassination attempt. Someone is committing the foul deeds and sowing chaos right under your subject noses. To leave that stone unturned would be dangerous. Who is this friend that approached you, Cornelius? How did you communicate? By letter. I received a letter out of the blue one day. It was unsigned, but the person writing already knew about my erroneous calculations. He offered to help me cover up my misdeed, and in return I would name the Vessarians as the ones who had sabotaged the supply lines. All I had to do was gather some documents and reports that were listed in one of the letters. That and keep my mouth shut. Urban, your son has found the courage to admit his mistake. I will try and find some compassion for him in my heart. Yes, I will be like that. Thank you, your lordship, because it is just and merciful at the same time, and I will actually earn incredible loyalty from Governor Urban. And as for your position, I think you will be reassigned to a role requiring less responsibility, of course. Summon everyone. No, I shall return to you later. I have to discover some things. Aristocrat.
A new challenge for me?
Warden, aristocrat. There is... Is there someone else I need to speak with? I have a feeling that there is. Over here, maybe. Warden, Vessarion, aristocrat. Clementia, Vessarion, Astartia. Your lordship. Okay. Your lordship, accept my most humble apologies for failing to greet you properly. The charge is brought by the governor of Sevilla, but I can assure you, but it's already been resolved. The governor, okay, let's just go through this, but yeah, the game kind of missed that part. It's already resolved. Who stands to gain from framing you? That is the true question. Anyone, really. The outer house is considered as unworthy, etc. Okay. Lady Theodora chose to grant noble status to House Viserion. The attackers were high-functioning servitors. Servitors, is that so? So House Kaprak, right? One of the letters. Okay, let us be frank, it would be foolish of me to try to orchestrate something like this. I want to find out what's going on here. Where should I start? Are you truly guilty? Abelard, it is your family too, you know. My apologies. No, don't worry, don't worry. I know that she's not guilty. It's just that I need to speak with that one person, Sauerbeck, aristocrat, Hedka Sauerbeck, Regina Sauerbeck, I think with them, right? Aristocrat, warden. Let me just check here, just in case.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
I doubt anything will be here, but nonetheless. Okay, let's go to them. Okay, your lordship. Do you believe the Viserions are guilty? Certainly. He possesses proof. Okay, they don't yet know what happened in our interactions. Alright, anyway. I can not remember Paulus from an answer seeking your advice. Sure. Who apart from the Viserions could have a motive to conspire against me? Heist drives them, wishing to expand their clout. Gaprak lost the influence after Kiavagama. Sauerback, whose patriarch is too direct in communication with Rogue Trader. Anyone could have a reason. It's not a question of motive, but of loyalty. The assailants sent to the palace were rare high-functioning servitors. What do you think about that? I always thought Toriana too weak to participate in such risky ventures, but... Alright, Hedka Sauerkrat, Macarius, what do you have to say? Nothing. Leave. Regina Sauerback. Do you think... Oh. That's all one conversation with all of them, I guess. Right. Sauerback, aristocrats, wardens, servitors. Can I speak with these tech priests? And servitors? No. Gaprak, a little bit more. Toriana. Vicent. Abelard, it's difficult to be in these circumstances. Yeah, anyway, wait a second, no, sorry. I need to, goodbye, I should take my leave. I need to check. The Rogue Trader must say his piece and deliver his final judgment. Notified, sure, but find a culprit. I want to find a culprit. Is it somewhere outside that I need to go? Because I can't see anybody inside of this palace. And I kind of forgot the name of the person with whom I should speak. Sorry about that, I guess. Here, can I go here somewhere?
Weakness.
No. Cornelius drives them. Clementia Viserion, I've done that. Macarius, Gaprak. I've spoken with all of them. Let's go outside. I think so. Warden, nobleman, aristocrat, nobleman. There's nobody here. Long live the Rogue Trader. Nobody here, nobody
It's
here.
about time.
Nobody here. It's a lovely view, I guess, but... It's a lovely view. Okay, skip. I don't have time for this.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Yes, we cannot be idle. We have to always fight and be vigilant. Okay, this is a fancy place. There are a lot of beautiful things over here. But what I need is more concrete proof. I can say that Helengaprak
I'll
is...
lay claim to the stars.
I can say one thing, like, they're not guilty, but I do want to know who is guilty before giving the verdict. So, finely dressed man of middle years is kneeling in front of the altar. Okay. Oh, I realize he's dead. Oh, there's foul play over here. The colors of House Gaprat. I do not believe he decided to take his own life in such an extravagant way. As far as I know, there's a warden post here. I don't see any wardens. There's no one to ask about what happened here, with whom this man spoke before he died. I would like to ask Urban where the palace guard suddenly disappeared to. Determine the cause of death? Rare poisons. Okay. Examine the body. No visible wounds. Yeah. Search the pockets. A short note. And it's HG. Folded piece of paper. Look around. Wardens are usually stationed, but now not here. Step away from the corpse.
None shall stand in my way.
None shall stand in my way. Noblemen. A lot of noblemen. Is there anybody else over here with whom I could speak properly? No. Over here. This is all too suspicious. Oh, you noblemen. You servant. Your lordship, are you leaving already? Everyone is waiting eagerly for your verdict. Yes, I cannot leave.
Victory awaits.
Yes, so let's speak with Urban, right? Let us speak with Urban to conclude this final thing. Let's go. Where is actually Urban? Urban is... well, wait a second. Here. Drive stem. Urban drive stem is... Hey, Governor. Summon everyone. I'm ready to pronounce. Okay. I think I'm ready. So charges were fabricated. Nothing to do with the orchestration of the riots. And this is far from concluded. House drive stem. Oh, darn it. I did not investigate properly. I don't know. I don't know. House Gaprak is guilty. Or House Sauerbach is guilty. The head of the family has never tried to hide his attitude. I should not forgive your negligence. Oh, it was too soon. I thought I'd have to speak first about these things. Are you kidding me? What do I think? I don't think House Drivestelm, his son, was a victim. House Sauerbach, they were more open. House Gaprak, I think it's probably them. They say they're gonna stay loyal to the end. The noble dynasty and all its branches have been found guilty of heresy by the order of the rogue trader. Entire house will be executed. Oh, come on. Is it Sauerbach then? Or someone third? Have I done something terrible right now? This... Come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you not leaving me any choice? Why does this happen? I don't want to... I mean... No. Come on, no. Oh. No. Game. I really... Oh, no. You didn't even give me a choice in this. You gave me no choice, and now this is like public executions, which I'm like are done under my rule. I don't like this at all. I dislike this a lot, actually. Thoroughly and profoundly. I dislike this. And I have a deep feeling that I missed something important. I feel bad. I feel genuinely bad. This whole episode is just bad feelings. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Blood dimes. Okay. There's no doubt that they were involved in the plot. There is doubt. Thanks to you, House Viserion is saved. What are you going to do now? He needs to reflect and converse. Yeah, resume the conversation later. Okay, I'll speak with Abelard later on the ship, I guess. Talk to Abelard on the ship. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the episode here. I played a lot and depression after depression. I need time to recuperate and to play next day when I feel more happy and to start doing something more positive inside of this dreadful world, the grim dark of the Warhammer 40K. Thanks for watching, thanks for suffering with me or laughing at my suffering, whichever you think is, well, more appropriate in your case. And I guess I'll see you in the next episode. God bless you. Goodbye.